All right.
Concerning yesterday's events, I looked back at the footage and I saw what happened. There was apologies and everything, but still,
Nah, that was uncalled for.
we just gotta. Well, I don't know. Like, if I was here, obviously, no one would even dare to do something like that because that was completely out of left field. So.
Yeah.
And if he did, and I guess that's why Easy's not with us is because obviously he wanted to take a sabbatical. Plus he wanted to save money too for bus passes and everything. So I'm gonna pay him a visit after. I think it's like after my doctor's appointment. I'm probably gonna go visit him, check in with him or whatever. Probably do like an episode or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if my mom is gonna handle that, whatever. But if she wants to, get lunch or get whatever, then we'll plan accordingly. So
Yeah.
What are you guys gonna do tomorrow though? Because I mean we obviously can't do it Friday because I'll be in El Cajon. I'll be out of town. So.
Well, tomorrow is Friday, isn't it?
Yeah, tomorrow's Friday, yes.
Tomorrow, we... Honestly, I don't even know.
You got grocery shopping today?
Today we're going to go donate, like, later in the day, like,
Okay.
4. And
4
then do
o'clock.
some grocery shopping, 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And do some grocery shopping, so, yeah. At the Vons over on Midway.
Vaughn's on Midway?
Yeah, because we get rides from our insurance to and from places, and there's a pharmacy at that Vons.
Yeah.
So we get instant access to medical appointments, Lyft rides or Uber rides.
You could see how you could see those honeybees though, right? There's
I don't fuck with bees.
Yeah, there's like at least 5 or 6 of them. So.
See, this is why I don't fuck with bees. All right.
You ever seen Bee Movie? Rest my case. I'm kidding. I'm joking. Go ahead.
Okay, but all right. How do you cope with, encountering a living organism that's willing to kill themselves if it means inflicting pain physical pain onto another living organism? Because that's how I view bees.
I mean, I understand that they're, I mean, if you ever seen the movie, like pretty much everything, the honey and everything, the crops, all that stuff, that all,
Yeah, but the Bee Movie is an animated movie. It doesn't really show, that dark side.
Nuclear winter apocalypse or something,
It doesn't show that dark side of bees. Like, literally, bro. Like, when they sting you, they die.
Yeah, but that's a fight or flight mechanism for,
But they're still willing to kill themselves if it means stinging you.
I guess that just means leaving them alone, and that's exactly, I respect that. I used to hate bees. I used to be like, yeah, kill all the bees and all that. And then I got so much flack and so much hatred in the comments. Like,
oh no, I wouldn't go about killing them.
No,
I just avoid them. Fuck
yeah, I was
that.
talking about like, yeah, mass genocide of bees. I was like, I hate bees. I can't stand them. I was wearing a hoodie and I was waiting for the trolley. I think I was wearing like a yellow Pittsburgh Steelers hoodie. First of all.
No.
Yeah, so I can already sense your cringing from over
Yellow
there.
and
But yeah,
black.
yeah, yellow and black. The terrible towel.
They're like, oh look, it's the Queen.
Yeah, I know exactly. And I had like I said, I had really really long hair, and I got stung by a bee out of nowhere, and I was just, I mean. That's the thing with bee stings, though. They don't really hurt me. They just annoy me. So.
See, I could testify firsthand that people are wrong about when they say that a bee won't sting you unless you bug them first. Because something like that was happening with me, too.
Yeah, I know that.
Me and Brittany, we used to live in Poway, right?
Yeah, Poway.
And I would walk from our apartment down the street to the 99-cent store almost every other day. So one day I was walking, right? Casually just walking, not minding my own business. I wasn't flailing my arms or anything,
Yeah.
And a bee lands on my arm, and I didn't even feel it at first, and just stings me. It just stings me. I felt the sting, though. And I see that the bee's the bee's struggling. Clearly its stinger is in me. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I just flick it, right? The stinger stuck in me. The finger was stuck in me after I flicked it. Okay. And that shit actually did hurt. Especially since, I was looking at it, It's like, you ever hear that theory where if you look at, let's just say you step on glass or something like that,
Yeah.
And if you visibly see it, it's like something in your receptors your pain receptors, makes it go up. Makes the pain level go up when you have visible, contact with it.
Is that like stepping on a Lego?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That same feeling.
It hurts even more when you realize what the fuck you just stepped on.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly how it was. It hurt more than a regular bee sting would.
Yeah. I was on 3 phone calls with you yesterday. One of them was actually the clinic to say, hey, fax me over the blood work that the doctor ordered, and the other 2 were you and Easy, and I just wanted to get context of the situation at hand. And I don't know, dude, I was just heated. I just asked my mom, I said, when I'm done donating, can we just go anywhere else?
Yeah.
So, because I just did not want to deal with that.
Well,
that's why,
cool.
That's why, like, at a later time, like, if, like, for example, if I get a phone call, I'll just end the podcast immediately. And just take it all with me, so.
Yeah, like
I said, for me, the reason why I'm doing this is because, like I said, those are, there have been accusations in the air, and, in order to make sure that, they perfectly, filming an alibi, basically. So,
yeah.
And plus it's therapy as well to get all this stuff off my chest and all that, I forgive her, but, I mean, if I was, dating a person and I threw somebody underneath the bus, I would never do that, but, it's just.
When that happened yesterday, Easy asked me to go charge his vape pen, right?
Yeah, I know that.
So I went to go charge my vape pen, or his vape pen, and that's when all of that happened.
Yeah, that all went down, but.
Like, I came back out, and he was like, he told me what happened. I was like, nah, that's not acceptable at all.
It's not. I mean, we're filming and everything. We're.
He had it on film too. Yeah,
I know. We're fictional characters and everything, but I'm just so glad that he held it. Like he basically he took it all like a champ. Whatever.
He could have easily exploded.
Yeah,
I'm surprised he didn't. Because if it was me, I would have. Yeah.
Dude,
it would have been a whole other situation.
Dude, I've known when other residents try to get in, his face, and I had to break that up because obviously, I don't want one roommate or one resident trying to fight him, So I'm usually there. I'm usually there, and that's when that happened, off camera. That's when I wasn't there, so I looked over the footage and everything. I know that was messed up, but
Yeah, it kind of sucks though, because he said he doesn't feel like
he doesn't feel comfortable.
He doesn't feel comfortable coming back over because of what happened.
Yeah, I know, but
we're on the video.
Changes will be made. So
say hello, my beautiful bride, Bernadine. She says no.
That's Bernie. She's out of shot right now, but we're just sitting at the table talking about stuff or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're just talking about what happened yesterday.
I was explaining about I think somebody had suggested why don't you open up that mail, and it's like, that's not mine. It's actually a federal crime to open mail without other people's permission and everything. So.
What? Whose mail? Mine?
No.
You'll not be opening my mail.
There's like a letter from Kaiser Permanente or whatever. I didn't want to mess with it, so I didn't want to touch it.
Let's look at a bill.
No, I don't care what it is. It just doesn't belong to me. If it's not concerning me, it shouldn't be opened. Yeah, exactly. That's a federal crime.
It is a federal crime.
It's a totally federal crime. So.
What the hell is that?
Neighbors are cutting their trees.
So my aunt Kelly attended court on Monday. She got off on probation. I was like, you're lucky. At least you have your freedom. Some people are living in solitary confinement, like my uncle's in right now. My uncle's in solitary confinement. At Lompoc.
That'll make you go crazy.
Some people have I've noticed that a lot of people have like the most dumbest probation protocols too. Like somebody will go to jail for let's just say a traffic ticket violation, right?
A traffic violation.
A traffic violation. They'll go to jail. They'll be put on probation.
You don't go to jail for that, do you?
It depends, what the traffic violation is, right?
It's on a case-by-case basis. Like Gary Plauché, like in the 80s, he was waiting at the terminal where he had a gun in the airport, and he just shot and killed, he shot and killed his the karate instructor, who may or may not have been, taking advantage sexually of his son.
Oh, see, something like that.
And being grief-stricken like that, he was given 15 years, not even of jail time, but of probation, which is fair, because obviously he's grief-stricken. He never did that again.
So he didn't have to serve any jail time.
No, of course not. No,
good.
He was probably fully. He would have been fully off by like 99, but I think he probably got off early or everything. But it's just grief-stricken with the fact that this is your son, And meanwhile, this guy is taking advantage of your child, and you want to protect your child, so... Yeah.
They have that temporarily insane new law where, like, you catch your significant other cheating and you do something, then you could claim temporarily insane.
If we're talking about Raymond Frolander, that's what's even crazier. You ever saw that?
Raymond who?
Raymond Frolander?
Verlander?
Frolander, yeah.
I need to go grab my lighter. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to keep hearing about that now.
I gotta play this clip for Jay, just so we can get context of it, yeah.
He's from San Diego?
No,
Man beaten by dad in child rape sentence.
Raymond Verlander.
29 million views. This comes from ABC Action News. The clip itself, it comes from that, so.
So Raymond Verlander.
Oh,
yeah.
Frolander.
He beat his child's rapist?
Yeah, he did. Check this out. Check out this clip right here, okay? I'll play it for you.
The one
right
who
now.
beat his child's rapist to death?
No, he didn't beat him to death. I'm just gonna mute all this.
Yeah, he's the one that raped the child.
Yeah, and they were... Oh, God. Check this out right here, okay?
What about that one dude who played kickball with his child's rapist's head?
ABC Action News, 29 million views. Check this out.
This dude played soccer apparently
I'm
with...
just going to play the audio because obviously the clip has images that I can't use, so check this out.
Oh, you know what? That beat up face looks familiar. Yep. He said he had no remorse
Look
that he
at
would
his
do it
date of
again.
birth. His date of birth. June 7. That's my birthday.
What year?
96.
What the fuck?
He was born
My
on
ex-girlfriend was actually born the day before, the 6th of 96,
Oh.
June 6th. Oh, look at, oh God, his face, dude. Good Lord.
He got fucked up.
Absolutely, yeah.
Wait, I want to see that. His face.
He's probably getting even more fucked up into prison. Shit.
Probably, because you know what it's like in prison.
I mean, I've never been to prison, but I've heard every story there is.
Abusers and sex offenders are at the very top of that list.
Of that hit list, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
They're at the very top of that hit
Open
list.
season on you. You better be you better be like, hey, PC me up, cause
For real,
yeah.
A lot of fucking sex offenders that are going to prison, they practically beg to be either put in solitary or like in PC.
Because if they ever show up in Gen Pop, I mean, you know,
you're toast.
Yeah.
You're done.
It's open
You're getting
season
shanked.
Exactly, yeah.
They probably, I mean, considering the fact that he got beaten up by the father, they probably had to put him in fucking PC or some shit like that.
8 to 11-year-olds should be outside riding their bike and playing sports and playing video games.
I say let the dogs have at him. You know?
And the dad didn't get no charges for beating his ass?
That's a surprising twist at the end of the story.
He did, huh?
And get this, police said Frolander admitted he had sexual relationship with the victim, reportedly saying, "I'm guilty" at the end of his interview with police. As for the father, he's not facing any criminal charges.
Good.
Oh, good.
That's good. That's good. It's like, well, I'll be facing charges. Everyone like this.
I was about to say,
Yeah,
wait, he
no,
did.
absolutely
He
not.
like that's some fucked up shit.
You know what's even more alarming about this? Carried on that affair for 2 years prior to this incident. Yeah. So, yeah.
He was 9 when he started.
God, his face was like hamburger meat. He's all.
I know,
swollen.
right?
Oh, God, like I
All
said, I don't
swollen and shit.
want to show you that image, obviously, because
Yeah.
you know, like I said, you know, I just don't. I mean, God, I mean,
He got fucked up.
I mean, you just look up the face and you already know. It's like, oh man, what did he do? It's like he's an innocent man. It's like you know what's even more alarming than that? They created a Facebook page, Justice for Raymond Frolander.
What?
Pleading his innocence. I'm dead serious.
A bunch of pedophiles.
You cannot make this up.
It probably is a bunch of pedophiles, huh?
you
What
can't-
is that one group?
You can't make this up. It's like
Nambla.
like justice for Raymond Frohlander. It's like, why would you have justice? This man admitted he was caught red-handed. So
I'm gonna be safe to assume that it's a bunch of like Nambla men, huh? that made that Facebook page, huh?
Y'all are pro Nambla. You just don't want to admit it. No, I'm kidding. No, but I mean, I don't know if it's bot accounts or something, but it's like, dude, the guy, the victim of the beating, he admitted that he admitted he was doing that. That's open and shut right there.
Stupid.
Open, shut.
So
right
why would people? That makes no sense. Why would people make a Facebook page saying justice for that dude when he himself?
Justice for Raymond Frohlander. You
Exactly.
can look him up. He's in the sex offender registry.
Oh,
so.
Bernadine just did.
Oh, well, there you go. See, exactly. You know for a fact that he admitted to that.
He straight up admitted, and yet there's some stupid ass people out there.
There's people out there that are literally campaigning for this man's freedom. And it's like,
It makes no sense.
Is that?
yeah.
It's kind of like that one.
I mean, if you got needs, take a day off, find a girlfriend, go on a date.
Yeah,
and
look
do
at
whatever.
Nambla. Right in the freaking...
Justice for Raymond Frohlander.
Nambla.
Yeah, exactly. Right then and there.
How did I fucking know?
I don't want to show the image, but just check the cover photo, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Bam.
Nambla?
Right there.
Wow.
That's a cover photo on top of that. It's a Facebook page created.
That's
The cover photo says...
Y'all who support that page,
It
you
only
need
has,
Jesus.
It only has 200 followers. Well, I mean, that's a lot.
I think it's
200 follower?
yeah.
That's alarming.
But maybe some people are just being nosy.
And you know what NAMBLA stands for,
Well,
right?
why would you follow it if you're
The
being
nas-
nosy?
The National
To look
Alliance
at
of
what they
Man-Boy
post.
Lovers Association, right then and there. So that's more than, like I said, that's exactly, it's more alarming.
Let us not rush to
Can you
judge.
believe they wanted to be a part of Pride and they're like, hell no. They're like, get that out of here.
Even Pride
look
was
at-
like, hell no.
No, yeah, even Pride doesn't want it. If
It
Pride
says-
doesn't want nothing to do with you, freaking...
189 likes. No one knows the facts here, and we only have one side of the story.
He admitted it!
I
That's
know, right?
That's the part
He
that hurts.
fucking admitted it.
That hurts my heart right then and there. He admitted it.
Look
Point
at.
blank
Why are you
period.
defending an admitted and convicted child rapist?
That's
And then
what I was
a
saying.
lot of people.
A lot of people misjudge. You don't understand.
You don't
It's,
understand. Bro, the fucking rapist himself.
When the suns and moons align,
It says, so Facebook allows this page, but I can't roast in a group made for roasting. I can't say it.
you want to say it, but you already know. That's the
How
whole
does
point.
Facebook allow this group to even exist?
Why don't they terminate that?
Why?
Mr. Zuckerberg, who just had a child, who is a father himself, mind you, didn't okay this? Like, I mean,
Maybe he's not
Look
aware
at
of it? I mean,
this guy.
do you honestly think he could keep track of every...
No, I know obviously he's got moderators for that, but it's like, how is the Facebook page allowed to exist?
Look at
I
this
mean,
guy said, may you meet a fate that leaves you in a persistent vegetative state.
For real.
This is why I don't want to be president, dude. Because it's open season on sex offenders.
If I was... I'd be open to taking the office if it was given to me.
I'm a father myself, and I find this disturbing. I really do.
It is disturbing, bro.
Yeah.
It is
What
fucking
the
disturbing.
God?
It's the fact alone that they have a fucking Facebook page dedicated to that bullshit
Wow.
is disturbing.
Was I right, though? Was I right about that? That there's an actual Facebook page that does that? That actually, you know.
Yep.
I was right.
And I was right about it being headed by Nambla. And I was literally just joking.
Well, it's not
honestly.
even a heading. It's a cover photo. It's basically like it's basically a target on their backs. Or whatever.
Yeah, but it was probably Nambla that fucking made that page.
At least I'm familiar with it. I mean, you know what? Screw this. I got a phone. I could look up exactly what it is. So, the father will not be charged. Everyone like that. That's the whole point, though. You got to respect that comment, dude.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, hell no.
This is a race thing for these people. You guys are racist because you're not defending a pedophile. Yeah, okay.
Really?
Yeah, that's what he says.
Pedophilia doesn't know no colors, so.
Exactly. Like they're
For real, how
they're
could it be a
playing
race
the
thing?
race card here.
The North American Man-Boy Love Association. Same
Stop-
thing. Same
Stop
deal.
racism now. Let Raymond go.
Yeah. Dude admitted it.
I know. Oh my God! Let him who is without sin cast the first stone. Oh my God!
There's a outright difference, in my opinion, between sinning, like committing one of the sins of the Bible, okay, and fucking just outright, molesting a child.
Remember that time when we were actually on the podcast and everything, and you're like, I bet that hat was made in China, right?
Yeah.
Look at these shades. What are they made in?
China.
China.
It's gonna break in a matter of a couple days now.
Yeah, I know, but these are actually like tinted glasses, so I could play Mortal Kombat while I'm sitting there vibing and just whatever.
It's like okay. It's human nature, okay, to commit sins like lying and
Well, these are standard offenses, really. I mean, lying or whatever.
exactly, lying, stealing, disrespecting your neighbors,
Political campaigns, same deal.
exactly, like, and then you have on the other side fucking child pedophilia. Okay.
You ever seen? There's a documentary. I think it's called Chicken Hawk, where I think it was probably like created in the '90s, where it was a documentary about NAMBLA, and they were trying to push this agenda of like, oh no, this is justified, this is okay. And then meanwhile, in the end credits, they have the names of all the freaking sex offenders who participated in that documentary.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there was a documentary called Chicken Hawk. I think it was a pro NAMBLA film.
Oh my god. And they actually allowed it?
Yeah.
What was it shown at an independent film festival?
It was a documentary on justifying.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Who allowed it on their streaming platform?
Chicken Hawk, Men Who Love Boys, 1994 documentary film. Used in gay slang to refer to an older man who chases after younger males. Uh-oh, here we go. That, you know what? That could have been what it was, too. That situation could have been what it was.
Sideman?
It was Chicken Hawk.
Is this it?
Is that the documentary? Like I said, just audio. I don't...
This world is becoming...
Every day we stray closer and closer.
He likes all American boys, he said.
Oh my god, man.
A flower in bloom.
What the fuck? Okay.
And they basically, who discuss
Look,
sexual
they're
relationships
showing
with men and
little
boys.
kids.
Oh, God.
Playing
This is
basketball.
alarming. Yeah, they're just playing basketball or whatever. Yeah. That's the whole deal. And and then the credits and everything released all the freaking names of all the sex offenders. Look them up. They're, I mean, I can understand.
Look, you have a little boy on there.
I could understand
That's
Leonardo
sick.
DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, doing roles like that. That's understandable. I'm talking about like
These are actual
these
people.
are it's like we live this,
He still has
Move
some
over men of
feminine-
valor. There's actual real, sex offenders out there. So I mean, I'm a dad myself, and that, I mean, dude, I looked up in my area about the amount of like just in this area, like okay, like if I'm gonna bring my kid over here, are there any type of sex offenders in your area? 1,900.
There's one.
1,900, my guy. 1,900.
There's one.
What
There's
the
one within
fuck?
5 minutes away from here.
Yeah, I know.
There's one that lives 5 minutes away from here.
Check that out, right there. That's. I'm sorry.
We both looked.
I don't want to bash religious organizations. You do you. You believe in what you believe in, but freaking. That's pretty funny. I'm just kidding.
See, that's one of the biggest reasons I turned away from religion is because I was raised a Roman Catholic, I was raised to go to a Catholic church.
I was raised Baptist, molested Catholic.
I would go to Mass and all that shit. But then I started hearing about all the fucking priests and what they'd be doing to altar boys and whatnot.
Oh, believe me, yes.
I started reading into that, and I started looking up.
Nothing new.
I started reading into it, and I was so thankful I never grew up an altar boy. That none of my siblings were ever altar boys or altar girls.
Naive,
were never part of the choir. You know what I'm saying?
I know, yeah.
I was so glad about that, because could you imagine what could potentially happen? I mean, I that's when I instantly, first things first. I fell away from Catholicism.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, fuck that shit. That shit is happening in the religion that
Religion I grew up in.
I grew up in. Like,
I grew up.
I cannot be a part of that anymore.
I grew up raised on that.
I won't lie. I started, experimenting with other religions, you know, like, or other denominations.
That gives a whole other meaning to Touched by an Angel. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Are we getting dark now? Are we going dark?
We're not going dark. We're trying to keep it clean, but at the same time, you know.
Because Bernadine knows I could get dark.
Yeah, no, Bernie,
I'm gonna go. Help me out.
Well, thanks for stopping by.
No, she's not going.
I'm looking at a hawk destroy a cat.
What?
A hawk destroys a cat.
Wait, you're watching a hawk? Like straight
this
up.
This cat is trying to do something, and the hawk's looking at him.
It's an actual documentary. I should probably watch it. Not really. I'm not gonna show it on YouTube or anything. I'm just gonna find the full documentary.
What are you doing, cat?
You guys ever seen that? It was a YouTube video, but it was taken down because of what happened. Okay, so somebody actually filmed a Goliath bird-eating spider attacking.
A Goliath bird eater?
A Goliath bird eater straight up attacking a bald eagle, which is our nation's bird.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like, you want some? It tastes like freedom.
Look at babe, look.
Oh hell no! That cat is
dinner. I know, dude.
That cat's like, what's up? What's up? I'm right here. What's up?
I feel it too.
Oh my! Who do you think would win in that shit? That hawk is huge, though.
The hawk is gonna destroy the cat.
Oh yeah, that hawk is just.
By the way,
1.7
million views. That's what we're watching now.
I was looking hawk chicken, and this came up.
It's chicken hawk, yeah.
Oh, exactly. Chicken hawk.
That hawk is like, don't test me. Don't test me. That cat is looking around like wondering, I wonder how I could get to him. It looks at the tree. I could bounce off the tree.
That's like a kid putting a penny in a light socket. I mean, go ahead.
Damn, look at those talons. You could visibly see the talons on that hawk.
He's like, I can't wait to dig into that broad.
Real.
I can't wait.
Try me, cat.
Yeah, exactly.
Try me.
I ain't a run of the mill.
I'm an F around and find out falcon. That's what it is.
I ain't your run of the mill parakeet that your grandma owns.
You still looking at him?
Yeah, I don't want to see that anymore. I'm sorry.
I kind of do. I pointed towards me. I want to see the hawk fuck up the cat.
He's got a taste for carnage and gore.
I do.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
I'm actually trying to look at them.
You know what my favorite execution is in Gears of War?
Which one?
In Gears 3?
What?
My favorite execution is just the beatdown one.
Oh yeah,
just the beatdown one, bro. Each punch.
It'd be like, look. It's like, all right, I saved ammo. No.
But I like that one because not just because of the gore and everything, but it's like it turns out that if you play online on Gears of War 3, that is probably the most hated execution because it's the longest one.
Oh, the cat's getting brave.
You could just repeatedly just for like a good whole solid minute, you know.
You know what type of execution they should have for a new Gears of War game?
What?
They should have the thing where you know how when you charge or whatever, right?
Uh-huh.
When you charge, you just on an unsuspecting player, that's playing or whatever. Mm-hmm. You charge with the freaking bayonet, you stick it up their butt and fire. That would be a cool execution move.
That would be, but then that'd be too close to the lines of the regular bayonet.
They won't show actual genitalia, but it's just the fact that it destroys your anus and your body and everything.
Well, in Gears of War 3...
Yeah, in Gears 3.
In Gears 3, if you hold B and you charge,
yeah,
you impale them.
Yeah, I know.
And then... but that's not the same as what you were saying.
But that's the...
Can a hawk eat a cat?
Yeah.
If the hawk badly injures the cat,
if it's a kitten, right?
A hawk. That hawk has a beak sharp enough to tear into flesh.
By the way, this is an unpopular opinion for me. If you agree, then cool. Gears 3 peaked the whole series.
Gears 3 was the best.
Gears 3 was the peak.
I agree with you on that one. Gears 3, the best.
Yeah. Gears 3 has to be
especially since that's probably the one video game that actually made me fucking cry.
You can unlock everybody in that game too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But that is the one video game that made me fucking have the feels real bad.
The scene where Dom sacrificed himself so the others could get away.
No.
Yeah, dude, I had to stop. I had to stop what I was doing.
I know. I had to stop what I was doing. Ask Bernadine, babe.
I took a 60-minute break before I went back to it, so I was just like,
remember when we used to live in Poway? I had the Xbox 360, and I was playing Gears of War 3, and that scene when Dom died, I had to, put my controller down, and I had to just, be like, no, Nah.
So in the Gears movie,
I was so disappointed. I wasn't disappointed like angry. I was disappointed like this game is not going to be the same.
yeah, no.
This like if they came out with the 4 and 5, it just will not be the same without Dom. They could keep Marcus Phoenix in it. They could keep Coltrane in it. Baird, Clayton Carl. I don't care.
Nothing is going on
But
here
it will not be the same.
What?
with the cat and the hawk. They're just
How long is the video?
They're still just staring at it.
But I will
I don't
say,
think nothing will
Clayton
happen.
Carmine's my
Then
favorite
you
character.
should report that and be like, oh, this is false advertising. I came to see gore.
I know, right?
Clayton Carmine is my favorite character.
Yeah, absolutely. Grub killer.
Grub killer,
Grub killer on the armor, yeah.
But Dom, the story was, the whole story is built around Marcus and Dom.
Yeah, I know. It's
Them two have faced the worst tragedies.
the brotherhood, isn't it?
Exactly. Like they were on the same they've been in the same squad together since like day one.
Yeah.
You know, aside from the prequel shit where Dom was in a different squad for some time with Onyx for a little while.
You know why Marcus was actually arrested, right?
Because he disobeyed orders to go rescue his father.
Yeah, that's
To go save his father. I know the series.
Yeah,
and Dom stuck with him.
That explains it too. Like especially with 3 and everything. Like not the whole apparition, but kind of like the dream.
Yeah, in the beginning, yeah.
About as to why he got court-martialed is because
he disobeyed orders because he found out his father was alive, and yeah.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, like I said, report that. I'd be like, no, that's cool. Like I went to Live Leak.
Thanks to all the people in comments who are losing 7 minutes of their lives.
They did it.
You said that? Right on, dude. You're awesome. That's hilarious.
Oh, but what about Maria's death?
Oh, yeah, that is pretty
That
tragic.
changed Dom.
30
Yeah.
seconds.
That changed Dom. Dom had like an attitude about him that was like determined, but basically the hope for Maria being alive and that Dom would potentially be able to save her is what made Dom a lovable character.
He grew a beard because he didn't care anymore.
He just didn't care anymore.
Absolutely, yeah.
And it was so weird seeing him with that beard, right?
It says this should be named Cat and Hawk slowly die of old age and awkward silence.
Oh, the comments, dude. If you just read through those comments, a lot of them are gutbusters.
What was up with Marcus, though?
7 minutes of my life back.
What was up with Marcus, though, trying to hold...
Damn it, I freaking wasted 7 minutes.
Trying to hold Dom back in the second one from saving his wife. From them furthering finding his wife. Like, I don't get that. Like, that wasn't a good friend move right there.
It's because you don't want to see that. You don't want to know this, that your woman's lobotomized. And
yeah, but they didn't know that at first, but like throughout the second one up until they found Maria.
I don't think Marcus is really hopeful because
yeah, because of what happened with his dad.
When it comes to kidnappings, 72 hours usually, chances are, people die within the first 30 minutes to an hour of abduction. So. And
then you know what? I just remembered too. Remember what happened to Ty?
Yeah, exactly, to Ty.
They saw that firsthand, and that's probably what got Marcus thinking, like, if Maria is alive, she's going to be just like Ty.
Spoilers again if you haven't played through the series, but we have. We've been playing.
I'm pretty sure everybody's played it. Anybody who's played Xbox.
We've been playing since 2006. I think it was a launch title for the PlayStation.
It was.
Like the
Xbox 360.
360, yeah, correction. Another thing, too, another correction. Sam Afghani, it's incorrect. It's Kevin Afghani, who actually voiced 3 different characters in Super Mario Brothers Wonder. I made that mistake. That's my blunder on my part. So
can you believe that the voice of Marcus Phoenix is no other than John DiMaggio?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you believe that? The same guy who voices Bender in Futurama, the same guy who else does he voice?
Jake the dog.
Jake the dog from Adventure Time.
Yeah, Jake the dog.
The Joker in Batman The Killing Joke. Or wait, was it the Joker? No, I think it was Joker in Under the Red Hood. He voiced the Joker in Under the Red Hood, and
John DiMaggio's been in a lot of stuff, dude.
Oh yeah, he's a very famous voice actor.
He's a redhead guy now, isn't he? Or
He's always been redhead. Or,
yeah, he's
redhead.
He's
graying now. Let me see a recent
Absolutely.
picture of him.
And by the way, I'm going to say the same thing I say to ladies. Just embrace the gray, okay? If you notice it's going, dude, look at me. Look at what I got going on here. This whole little scruff of hair. I'm 26 years old, dude. Like, at one point in time, I was 26 years old at the time. Like, you know, I didn't mind it. I don't use the hair gel or anything like that. I don't freaking use the, you know, that, oh yeah.
Too slow.
My mom is like freaking dyeing her hair. Like, Mom, why are you doing that? Just like embrace the gray. Just let it go, let it all go. You know, don't hide the fact it's happening.
Every now and then, I'll go through my hair and see like a little gray strand.
Oh yeah.
And I wonder if it's from age or from stress or from both.
It's from age. I mean, like I said, you know, mentally I'm 29, physically I'm 59. Because you know everything goes, dude. Everything goes. Next thing I know, if I can't control my bowels, that's when you need to put me down, Jay. Okay. You gotta put me down straight up. if I'm just shitting my pants all over the deck, or something, be like, I'm sorry, I haven't, you know, I'm sorry, but it's like you don't use a DMR, use a DNR for do not resuscitate. Just put me out of my misery because I can't deal with all that.
Honestly, bro, when it comes to hello, good.
We're blessed. We're good. We're fine.
I have a sore throat. So you might want to stay a little away.
See? You see what I mean, though? We're here talking. That's, you know, it's like I can't necessarily make any, you know.
Yep.
I can't do anything. I'm just, you know, sitting here. I'm doing my own thing. I'm doing the show, so.
Hello.
Hey, sir. How are you?
We're doing good. We're doing a podcast right now.
Yeah.
You wanna make a little shout out?
No, of course not. No. Yeah, no. This man, I thank this man every day for what he's done for me.
Oh yeah, Tennessee are great people.
Nothing but the nicest.
You guys are great people, seriously.
Great people.
I've never really properly thanked you for what you did for me and Bernadine. You know, so you should know just how appreciated you both are.
Stop! She's tearing up. Let her go.
No, I don't mean to make you. I don't mean to make you tear up or anything. Why are you lying, Larry?
Yeah, I know.
You know, because like when me and Bernadine first encountered you guys, we didn't have any money. You know, we still had like what was it, like a week, you know, before we got paid to be able to pay a first month of rent. But you guys took us in anyways, you know, and we had nowhere else to go.
We believe in people, but sometimes people turn around and we just wanna allow
Yeah.
God to.
I need a lozenge.
A lozenge?
A lozenge. Yeah.
Lozenge, yeah.
I need to get some lozenges. Can you pay for that with EBT?
I don't think so.
Oh.
It's an over-the-counter drug, right? Isn't it?
Fuck.
I don't think it's food.
And there's no
so.
nutrition facts on it, so.
Yeah.
Anything with nutrition facts you could get with EBT. As long as it has this thing on it, you should be able to get it.
I don't know. I think that's isn't that like one of my other roommates' chores to mow the lawn, the front and back. Or?
I think Shay does it every now and then.
Yeah. Like I said, the other roommate, because you know they're not gonna be on the show anytime soon. So
Some herbs.
I'll hold my breath for that. So they're like, so we have a dispensary here, and they tax it like hardcore. I'm kidding. You're not that evil.
For a time, I'll be right back.
Oh gosh.
For some time, I was thinking about putting some
Oh God, please don't.
like heirloom tomatoes and these things, you know, some like heirloom tomatoes or something, you know, so that anybody who wants to cook, you know, can use.
Yeah, we're
I just need to get the seeds. If I get the seeds, I can do it. I like gardening. I used to garden all. My dad, every summer, at all the seasons, this guy would plant plum trees, peach trees, lemon trees, what else? Orange trees, lime trees. Yeah.
Of course not.
He even had his own vineyard.
You got other places to be, obviously. I mean,
Now,
gardening is not a top priority.
Does gardening make a grown man? Does a grown man who, like my dad, like he was a Vietnam War vet, you know?
Yeah.
was a
for your
POW.
service, sir.
You know,
so
he was one of those hardcore gun owners. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it feminine? Because a lot of people have said like it shows like he has a feminine side. Is it feminine of him to enjoy that type of gardening?
Dude, I got freaking.
It is, right?
I've got a.
I mean, he had PTSD. It's one of the things that kept his PTSD, you know, in check.
You know what? You know what?
What was this out here?
Oh, the cushion? No, it's not. Weren't we gonna check for spiders though?
Yeah, there's spiders all underneath these things, and like I can take care of them. I have my ways.
I caught a red one climbing down the shower curtain.
It's just out here. You have to be very cautious about where you sit.
Why would people get afraid of spiders? Kill them.
No, I'm not. I don't have arachnophobia in the slightest anymore.
Oh, I kill spiders the moment I see them.
Yeah, the second I
see them, they're getting swamped.
Look, I got all love and respect for spiders. I know that you protect crops and everything, but you know, if you move into my house expecting free rent, no, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go.
And you're gonna go one way or the other.
Just smash him, put him down the shower drain. That's what I do. That's what I said. I was like, it's either him or me, and I'm not leaving. So.
Were you in the living room when we saw that stick bug on the window, and I used a fly swatter and I just went, bah! It was a huge stick bug.
I must assure you, I'm wearing a wire. So did you really do this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it didn't die.
Gosh, that is funny. It's like, you gotta go. It's like, can I spend the night? It's like, no, you gotta go. You gotta leave. We don't want you here anymore. You ain't gotta go, but you can't stay here. You don't have to leave, but you can't stay here.
Right? Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, I like spiders. I like the way they look. I think that there's a lot of beautiful looking spiders in the world.
They protect the crops too.
A lot of them protect the crops. You know, bananas that you eat with potassium, those are usually clean because of banana spiders specifically.
Or just
you know,
spiders. Yeah, exactly.
But I'm sorry, but if you pose a risk to my physical well-being, I'm going to remove you. You know what I'm saying?
But what about daddy longlegs though?
Those are not arachnids. Daddy longlegs, harvestman spiders, they are, look it up, they are
harvestmen.
Yeah, they are not classified as arachnids. They have 6 legs.
I mean, I don't think it's feminine at all for horticulture or anything, because what do they do? What does Nintendo do? What do they make that a pastime during the pandemic? Animal Crossing. You know, what else?
I've heard of that game.
During the pandemic, if you can't afford that, if you can't afford the $60, for $15, Stardew Valley. Those are, you know, horticulture, that's not frowned upon in society now.
Yeah.
People are always tending to crops.
And my dad was good at it, too.
Absolutely.
He had a, what's that word, infinity for it. Like, this guy grew...
The affinity, yeah.
Yeah, he grew plum trees, man.
You said infinity. It's like, what did it cost? Everything. just had
No, but my dad would waste a shit ton of money on soil.
No, absolutely, yeah.
He'd waste a shit ton of money on soil, on seeds. That used to be mine, but it's broken.
Yeah, it doesn't
I
work
don't know
anymore.
what to do with it. Should I just take it to the front next to our trash?
They got a landfill.
I didn't let people come and start seeing all this all over the place. They might bring up for it. So this needs to go out in front and then...
I could take it, they already did the trash day, but I could take it out on Monday.
I think you need to take it out. It doesn't go down here.
Yeah, I believe there's...
They come, because you see when they come, they go out.
There's a landfill in South Bay, Jay.
I don't have a car.
Well, there you go, see?
If I had a car, I'd just take it to the dump.
Yeah, you could just move it.
No, I would take it to the to the scrap metal center.
Oh, you know what, though?
Get money off of it.
Exactly, yeah.
You want me to take it?
You want to hand me my cane? Because I need that to walk, please. Yeah.
Where should I put it at? Right now. Oh, by the trash? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
We're gonna take a quick break here. I'm not really gonna pause it. I'm just gonna, you know, I'm just gonna talk to the owner or whatever. We'll be back. Like, we're only going idle for like a few minutes because we gotta do take care of those things. Sorry, Mims, I understand why you're hot. I just need to check the context of this clip. I'm going to review the footage. I'll be back.
Alright.
Am I taking over? I'm going to show her the footage of what happened.
Oh, okay. So NAMBLA has to go. They have to go. They should not be a real organization whatsoever, but unfortunately they fucking are. Oh, I think the most beautiful spider I've ever seen would have to be the arrowhead orb weaver. Now, I'm going to look up a simple image and just show the image off. So, give me a second. Something about this spider right here for those of you who can see it, that is the arrowhead orb weaver. Very exotic looking spider, if you ask me. Very protective of crops, apparently. And then just look at this. Spiders have very unique and just outright beautiful designs, you know, on their abdomens and whatnot. I'm not sure if this is visible. That is, I don't even know what kind of spider that is. The most deadliest spider, one I would never want to fucking encounter. Like, ever. Is this one. Now, could you imagine one day walking through your house or some shit like that and seeing that motherfucker just crawling towards you? Because I sure in hell cannot. I mean, if you could see the size of their fangs too, legitimately scary. Legitimately scary. For those of you who are wondering, the harvestman spider is actually not a spider. It is not an arachnid. Arachnids are classified as 8-legged beings, but a harvestman spider has 6. And that is Google confirmed. Not to mention, they are not harmful. They're not harmful whatsoever towards humans. It's not about their fang. I don't even know, honestly, if it's about their fangs that are just too small, or their venom, or the fact that their venom is just not toxic towards humans. But they do have fangs. That much is certain, because they use those fangs to prey upon other smaller insects. If you're ever outside at night, and you see these large fly-looking things, and a lot of people think that they are, in fact, mosquitoes. But they're not mosquitoes. They are what they call mosquito hawks. They're larger than a mosquito. A mosquito's like about the size of a fly in all reality. So, mosquitoes and mosquito hawks, not the same thing. Although they fly in the same type of pattern, they can be very pesky, just like a mosquito. You know, they fly too close to you. They don't care where they land, etc. But they do not bite. They are not harmful to people, to humans. They are just creepy and annoying. They're oversized and annoying. I mean, mosquito hawks, they are not the same as mosquitoes. They fly the same. They nearly look the same, except for size comparison. But a lot of people, they get them severely mixed up. Mosquitoes, half the time you won't even see them when they land on you. You won't feel them land on you. But a mosquito hawk, you'd be able, because of their size, you would feel them land on you if they decided to land on you, which is a very rare occurrence. I was explaining the difference between harvestman spiders.
Harvestmen.
Yeah, harvestmen and arachnids.
Yeah.
All the distinct differences.
Two different things.
An arachnid, their fangs have the capability to pierce your skin and to cause damage to your skin tissue.
About showing the clip in question, as I was, showing that to China, she had specifically asked her, and she said, "Oh, that could have been anywhere." Like, no, he was actually directly in the frame 2 minutes prior to that.
There's two witnesses, me and Dan.
2 minutes of footage prior to it that he, shows up in frame. He sits there and then he freaking throws a lit cigarette at our co-host just because.
Abraham wouldn't make up something like that.
Absolutely, yeah. Easy's a lot of things. A liar's not one of that. One of them. So if he was to directly, do that, that's the thing. Is that this is where it opens up another interesting dialogue to follow up on that. If an openly gay man attacks a straight male, is that considered a hate crime?
Did they attack him for being straight?
Well, yeah. Look.
Yes.
The guy physically asked him. He's like, "Hey, do you want, because I'm just gonna go out on a limb and assume the guy's a bottom." I'd be like, "No, I'm straight. Thank you." That's it.
I think that if
no, thank you. Those
I
are
think
three
if
words
it's
you should
considered,
say. No, thank you.
I think if it's considered a hate crime for a straight person to attack a straight person who attacks a gay person for being gay, I think if that's classified as a hate crime, it should be classified as a hate crime.
In the 90s, didn't they murder a gay man?
Oh,
just because of his sexuality? That is a hate crime. Same deal. If a gay person attacks a straight person, is that considered a hate crime?
Mm-hmm. But here's the thing. A hate crime would have to mean that you attack that person.
That's premeditated, though, is what it is. Yeah, it's all premeditated.
And basically, the hate crime has to be because you hate his sexual orientation or his race or something like that.
It's like, damn you for being straight.
It's different if different if somebody who's gay is like, for instance, like trying to come on to me, and I'm telling him no, but I make it clear like I don't have a problem with gay people.
If that's your life choice, then whatever, I'm okay with that lifestyle. But don't use your lifestyle to try to position somebody else for sex.
Exactly.
Hypothetically speaking, okay, even if even if he was to accept that offer, where would you have that sexual act at? You can't have it here. I know that. It's in the program rules. We're not allowed to. It's rule 42.
On top of that, apparently the guy confessed to having AIDS, so why would you want to have sex with that anyways?
There you go. See, exactly.
The guy confessed to Dan, apparently, that he has AIDS, and Dan has made it up.
Oh, you know what? That could be a huge concern. We should have contacted China and told her that before she left or whatever.
Yeah, but he doesn't really share anything that we use.
Even then, it doesn't matter.
And that would be discrimination. It would fall under discrimination if China and CY was to evict him for having AIDS.
But what if he has AIDS and he stabbed me? Like I said.
Then that would be a crime.
That is a total crime. Not only is that assault, but it's attempted murder. That's what they were doing now. Like even in the porn industry, if a guy has AIDS or herpes or if he happens to be positive and he infects other people, that's attempted murder right then and there. So yeah, that's a question ultimately that we will leave you guys with when we wrap things up.
Yep.
If a gay man attacks a straight man based on his sexuality, is that still considered a hate crime?
I say, fuck it, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
It's no different if, like I said, if a straight man was to attack a gay person just because they're gay. That's considered a hate crime. Why should it not be the other way around?
Yeah. No, you know what it is, though? People have this plot armor on them, when they complete their story and, gay marriage is now legal and everything in the United States and everything. Mm-hmm. They're using that as a crutch/shield to protect them from all other offenses.
Same thing with people with mental illnesses too, bro. Like Burnley was telling me to take it easy on him, yesterday because he's not all the way there, etc. That's no excuse for being an asshole.
Exactly. You're not given a free hall pass to just be like, oh yeah, I'm allowed to be a jackass.
Exactly.
It's like, no, it's not. You're not allowed to do that.
Exactly. It's not your mental illness. That was not mental illness related, what he did. I don't buy that for a second. That was straight premeditated.
That was premeditated. It was just hatred in your heart.
Exactly.
I mean, if you're infected and you're proposing somebody else, that's really what it is. He's basically a pathogen. He's a disease carrier. We cannot have that on site at all. We cannot.
I agree.
Layla. You remember that scene from Goodfellas? You've seen that movie, right?
I have not seen Goodfellas, actually.
Oh, really?
Is that a mob movie?
It's a crime movie. It's a mob crime movie, yeah.
That's not with Leonardo DiCaprio and...
That's The Departed. I'm talking about...
That's The Departed, yeah.
That came out in 2006, I believe.
I saw The Departed, but not the...
Oh, you gotta see Goodfellas, dude. It's a classic. It's my favorite movie ever, in general. We're not just counting, The Godfather.
When it comes to mob movies, TV series,
I love mob movies because a lot of them are pulled from true crime events that actually happened in history. So
yeah. I'm cool with Godfather in terms of movies, the Godfather trilogy.
But that's a work of fiction still. It's before all that. Those are based on real people. I mean, you've seen Donnie Brasco, haven't you?
Donnie Brasco?
Donnie Brasco, yeah. I think that's on Netflix as well.
Have not seen it.
Where an undercover FBI agent surveils a crime family to get information and info on busters.
But how many of those movies could you make? I mean, there seems like that. It seems like that there's just one too many of those cop investigates crime family or crime syndicate.
Crime syndicate, yeah.
Or that same cop becomes embedded with the crime, with the crime family or the crime syndicate.
That's the interesting part about Donnie Brasco is that it's all blurring the lines of, what's exactly real or what's,
See, when it comes to crime movies or TV shows, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to, when it comes to mafia-related ones, I'm going to have to give it to my boy Tony Soprano. The Sopranos. I'm going to have to give it to Sopranos, bro. That's by far. Sorry, that's by far.
It's still a work of fiction.
Sopranos was magnificent.
It's all fiction though.
But it's derived.
Yeah, I mean,
from a real person.
I mean, what happens in that show? It's not far off from how life was in the mafia. So
No, the actual character Tony Soprano.
No, I know that.
Wasn't a real Tony Soprano wasn't a real mafioso.
Of course not.
But they based him off of a real mafioso, a real capo who made his way up to being, Godfather.
To quote Michael Franzese, if you're unfamiliar with that name, he was actually a member of the Colombo crime family, and he has like over 1 million subscribers. Major thank you and God bless Michael for all this. But I'm not doing the man's justice here. But if one man is caught talking to a therapist, he'd be in his trunk by the end of the week.
That's true. That's true. Okay, I'll say that. That's true. They didn't really, but like he was. It's not like, and if you've seen the TV series, it's not like he actually told anybody. The only people that knew really that he was in therapy was his own wife. In all actuality, and no one else knew that he was in therapy.
I gotta watch that series. It's got to be on Netflix so I can watch it.
It's on Max.
It's the same thing with The Wire. I got to see that too.
It's on Max, but
Boy Who Shot Omar on The Wire.
Fuck, what was the last TV series I actually really enjoyed on Netflix?
You should watch The Blacklist. I recommend The Blacklist. It's actually a really good series. Yeah, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Yeah, Unbreakable. Stay alive, damn it. It's a miracle.
You know what?
I like
The
that.
Witcher.
The Witcher.
The Witcher, bro. I saw The Witcher, and holy fuck, I fucks with Geralt of Rivia, bro. Geralt of Rivia. Fuck yeah. Geralt of Rivia. I straight up fucks with that dude. The White Wolf? Hell yeah.
I actually have that guy in Fortnite, anyway.
For real?
Yeah, for real. I have
They
Geralt.
have him as a skin Fortnite?
I have Geralt, yeah. He had him as a season pass skin, as a battle
What
pass
the
skin. Yeah,
hell?
he does. I can show that to you, dude.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's crazy. No,
I know that they had like different Star Wars characters like Padme.
I recommend The Blacklist too because it's so elaborately done though. I gotta wait until like the 10th season, the final season comes out so I can actually watch it.
These are the Netflix series I've watched, all of them. The full series, not just like
One
half
Piece?
of it.
No kidding. What?
I'm not really into anime, bro.
No, I know, but they entered their final arc and then they're doing the live action anime series and that seems to be doing pretty well. So
I watched The Witcher. I watched close to all of Stranger Things.
Yeah, they got chapter 5 coming out soon. And that's gonna be the end of it, right? Millie Bobby Brown, she kind of wants to.
I kind of stopped after season 3.
She's attractive though, don't you think?
Okay, yeah.
No, she's very attractive. Yeah.
Wasn't the writer of Stranger Things? She played the mom.
I think she played like 11, didn't she?
I think so.
Yeah, she played 11.
No, 11 was a little girl.
Yeah, I know. We know.
The Witcher, Supernatural. I've watched all of the Arrowverse series, all of the Arrowverse shows. I mean, I'm a DC Universe nerd, so of
the
course.
Flash guy and everything?
The Flash, Green
the
Arrow,
Flash,
Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, Batwoman when Batwoman was on Netflix. You know, I watched all of those. I've seen Walking Dead. You know, if you've seen Netflix, you've clearly, watched some of Walking Dead,
Heads up, we're gonna spoil it, so.
What, Walking Dead?
Yeah, when they killed Glenn, I stopped caring about that show.
Oh my god!
I'm that
You're that petty?
I'm that salty, yes,
Bro,
I am that
Negan
salty.
is fucking... He's funny as a motherfucker.
No, I like Negan.
They kept Negan in.
Negan's a great character and his whole traumatic backstory and everything, but I mean...
Oh yeah, you can't blame him for being who he is. You can't help it.
The fact he killed off a poor innocent gook that was trying to do right.
Oh my god, and he calls him gook. Wow. For those of you who are listening, what he just said is
joke,
very hypocritical.
Yeah, I'm very...
Honestly... Honestly,
yeah, I know that. I was kidding, of course.
Nobody cares about that word, bro.
Yeah, that's a throwaway line. Anyway,
I don't care. I say racist shit all the time.
Yeah, God. I mean, I'm not saying my humor's dark, but it picks my cotton.
It picks my cotton.
Exactly. That's the joke.
But
sorry.
I might get a lot of hate for this.
Yeah.
But fuck Glenn, bro. Fuck Glenn. Fuck him. Fuck him. Like he was a very useless character. He was in my eyes, all they did was kill off a useless character.
Yeah, that's...
But when they brought in the alpha and the beta, Oh my God, those were the worst. I think, in my opinion, out of every bad guy, out of every boss. Hey, Jim Jones, not Jim Jones.
Jim Jones, not the 1970s cult leader.
What's his name?
Sure,
Jim. He's the lead guitarist for Slipknot.
Corey Taylor.
No, that's not Corey Taylor. That was not the Mask of Corey Taylor.
Who is it?
Jim something.
Can you identify this image? I think the song's like almost over, but
What song is it? I can't even hear it.
Before I Forget.
Before I Forget. That's one of the best songs right there.
What was that guy's name though?
Bro, I'm a maggot, so I know Slipknot.
A maggot, he says.
I'm a maggot for life, bro. So
I was just a larvae before you were a larva. I was just a larva before you were a larvae.
Okay, Slipknot.
You merely adopted the metal. I was bred to it, rooted by it.
Bro, surprisingly,
Yeah.
a little known fact about me, I was not always in the metal. When I was a kid, right, because I grew up in Rialto and shit.
The Wiggles. Okay.
No, bro, I fucked with the Wiggles when I was a kid. When I was 7 years old.
Fruit
hot
salad.
potato, hot potato.
Yummy, yummy.
Hot potato, hot potato. Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
I was through the Teletubbies phase. I was like.
Nah, see, that shit
That was
creeped
10
me
years.
out.
That was 10 years before your time.
James Root, not Jim. James Root.
James Root. I was like, Jim Jones. I was like, yeah, 900. I was like, who wants to take 950 cups of cyanide? I do.
You know, it's so funny. It's so funny to like bash on those old cults.
We are so messed up. But keep in mind, they chose that. That's their decision.
Exactly.
They did this. They
Exactly. That's
drank
what,
that Kool-Aid.
Why would you? Okay. Tell me if this makes sense. Tell me if this makes
doesn't.
sense.
It really
in
doesn't.
the slightest.
It does
okay.
not, but
You have to leave in order to leave the earth, right? You have to kill yourself.
I was like, nah. If I gotta take my own life, I'm not into it. I'm sorry. It's not happening.
We're talking about Jim Jones.
Oh Jesus. We fly high, Nola. Two different things.
Which store? What are you gonna get? I might want to.
Let's go.
Well, are we past time?
Yeah, I think we're about done. Final thoughts on Nambla and all that.
Okay, Nambla needs to go.
Yeah,
every member who's ever been a member of that organization, executed and go. That's just my.
We're talking about gangs.
Fuck them all to death.
We're talking about gangs that should be considered, criminals of the state. That's a criminal organization right then and there.
Exactly.
Nambla is.
Nambla should be considered a criminal. They should be classified as a criminal organization. Period. The end.
I'm a father for crying out loud, and even I don't like their existence. So.
Is there any charcoal left?
No.
Oh.
I'm sorry. There was only like not even half a bag when I used it.
Okay.
But I mean, if you got money,
Yeah, we got money for charcoal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's lighter fluid, but the's no more.
Okay, honey.
Sorry.
Yeah, we apologize. So Nambla is a criminal organization.
I consider them.
If you learn nothing
yeah.
from this, learn one thing: Nambla is evil.
And Mark Zuckerberg shut down that page on Facebook.
Please get rid of that page. Its existence is enough to
It's
disturb
just
me. Yeah, no, exactly.
It shouldn't even exist.
Yeah.
How could you let that go on for as long as it has? Honestly.
Yeah, I'm done. If you want to go to the store or whatever. So.
Yeah, she wants to go to 7-Eleven, so.
So we say arigato y sayonara.